Good afternoon and good morning. I'm Sam Williams from Loyalty360, and welcome to our preview series for the 2026 Loyalty360 Awards. In this series, you'll hear directly from the award finalists who will be joining us at this year's Loyalty Expo, May 12th to 14th in Orlando, Florida. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Georgia Sapounas, Vice President of Digital Products and Innovation for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thank you for joining us, Georgia.
Absolutely great to be here.
The Cleveland Cavaliers were recently named a finalist in the new loyalty program launch category. Can you walk us through the vision behind your program and what you set out to achieve?
Absolutely. So first of all, thanks for having me. And in terms of Cavs Rewards, we launched 2 seasons ago. And when we were creating the vision for the program, we were looking across the landscape at sports loyalty programs and noticing that they have a ceiling. A lot of the time, loyalty programs within the sports industry are focused specifically on season ticket holders or fans that are already in the building. And that excludes the majority of a team's fan base. So we wanted three things. We wanted it to be a national program. So really looking at the audience, we wanted fans, regardless of if they were local, they could ever make it to a game, to be a part of this and be able to engage. We wanted to deepen our relationship with those fans and increase retention and ultimately grow our lifetime value of our fans and turn casual supporters into lifelong advocates. Now, when we dove into specifics about the program, one of the things that we noticed, and we gained inspiration from airlines, but there are particular airlines that actually make more money from their loyalty program than they do flying planes. And looking at those types of models, it really pushed us to reinvent what would be possible inside the sports ecosystem and sports loyalty, to look at how we could make this a dynamic program that benefited the fans, that benefited the organization, but then also pulled in our sponsors and partners in the mix. So in our particular program, we knew that it was going to be increasingly important from a data perspective to really kind of deepen the insights that we have. And I'll get into this, but essentially our program is a card connected program. So we do get all of the data from consumer transaction spend. And then ultimately, we really wanted to get fans closer to the team, closer to the brand, and unite and reward them. A couple
Awesome.
more things I'd love to mention. We want to engage with fans year round. We want to give partners real measurable value. And then as well, that proprietary data set that I mentioned, and I can expand on a little bit related to Cavs Rewards.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing. So, what makes the new loyalty program unique for your fans, and how are you measuring its early impact?
So in terms of this particular program, what fans do, it's free to sign up. They'll link their card. And then once that's done, there's no card to apply for. There's no app to open at checkout. There's nothing that they need to do to kind of be able to see their points. It all appears automatically. And essentially what they can do is spend at participating partner locations. They can earn in venue at Rocket Arena as well, at our team shop, both online or in store, or even receipt upload for some of our major partners like Coca-Cola. And so that's one of the ways to earn, and that's the primary way to earn, but there's a lot of other ways to earn. Like when Cavs win, we have a free-to-play pick'em game. There's engagement that you can do within the program to earn points. And ultimately, one of the elements that makes this so seamless is from a tech integration perspective. We have card linking via Plaid, and it's the first time the technology has been used within the sports and entertainment industry. It really eliminates any point of sale integration that would be required, because traditionally in a lot of kind of other programs we looked at, there's about a 12-month process to onboard kind of new partners on that point of sale, but we can onboard a new partner in 24 hours. In terms of some of the impact that we're having, over 30,000 fans have enrolled, and we're just in our second season of this. We're getting close to 10 million consumer transactions tracked. What that allows us to do then is retarget particular things to fans that we know really over-index in their sports and entertainment spend, and really lean into what they value. We have at this point close to $1 million in new revenue for the business. This is all net new within this new model. So, you know, 2 years in, doing well in terms of its initial role. And then in terms of what's in it for the fans, there are some incredible, unique experiences. So one example of that is our Legends Dinner. So one thing that fans were able to redeem their points for was having dinner in person with some of our Cavaliers legends that played on the court and that were really, kind of the icons and models in our fans' minds. And setting up that dinner and having folks come to the dinner, one of the things that I loved was a message we received afterwards from one of the participants that said it was one of his top 3 life moments right after getting married and having kids. And then lastly, from a partner perspective, some of the metrics I'm really excited about. There was one particular location that had a 526% increase in visits from Cavs Rewards members. Now, some of how we're able to measure that is we get the transaction data from before somebody's part of the program and after. So with that 6 months before and then after, we're able to see not only the visits that, a fan would have to that particular partner, let's say like, a grocer, for example, but we're also able to see the exact spend lift. So are they changing their consumer behavior? Are they moving over and shopping at a different grocer now that they're part of Cavs Rewards? And so communicating that value to the partners has been very, very beneficial. Another partner had over 150K in new spending directly attributed to the program members, and that was more of a small business within Cleveland. So great to see some of this kind of behavior shift. So it's not just like a vanity metric for those partners. There's very specific numbers and value that they're seeing.
Awesome. What key insights can attendees expect from your presentation, and what is one takeaway they can apply?
So the big theme is to really stop looking at just your own industry here. Being within the sports industry, we looked towards airlines. For us, that breakthrough came in studying what they were doing, looking at fintech and open loop financial platforms. We really looked at why has that model not come to sports yet. In terms of that particular blueprint, when I'm looking at it, the loyalty subsidiary within a business can be more than it can be worth more than the operating business. Now, of course, we're in our infancy. This is just setting the ground, but that is truly what's possible within loyalty programs. And then from a data perspective, to really let data shape your strategy. When we're looking at the number of transactions that we're seeing spent at our participating partners, that's a real picture of fan spending behavior. When we're looking at kind of takeaways as well, the technology that removes the friction, we have a lot of automation within this program that allows us to run it from a lean behavior. And really, there's that. When you look outside the box from your industry, you're starting to see the combination of turning loyalty from a cost center to a revenue engine.
Wonderful. Well, Georgia, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. We're looking forward to seeing the complete presentation for the new loyalty program launch category on May 13th at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And for our listeners, you can still sign up to watch and vote for the Loyalty360 Virtual Awards presentations. Visit L360awards.com to register. Details are on the screen and in the comments below.